Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday, 21st of July. Big full moon. It's pretty intense energies. Hopefully everybody's integrating and breathing and doing self-care and taking care of the body. We have a lot of solar flares and solar flashes going too, so quite an interesting time. So for me, I just want to say, and we have a call. We've been really gearing up for this Yagya that's coming in preparation for the 888 portal. And actually, I would say throughout all next year that the preparation is. So we have a free call webinar today. Some of you signed up. Thank you very much. I'll put the link below this. And if you can't join us live, we will do our best to post it on our YouTube channel. And it's Q&A, and it's what's great is it's going to be interactive with Panditji talking about the energy of the time, the power of the yagyas, sharing that. We have people writing questions, so we have some like nice Q&A. It should last an hour. So it's from 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. It's free. And there's a link on our website. You can register for that. So hopefully you can join us and just be with Panditji and the energy and all that other good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of our own Western astrologists. We have our Western channels, we've got our Western spiritual, New Age teachings. It's always kind of interesting to see through the eyes of the East and the way they see it and how they look at it from their astrological perspective, and their culture is so different than ours. It's kind of like the left hemisphere, the reason, and then the right, the holistic. And so when we kind of do that and we bring that together, there's like a magic that happens in the whole setup of your body and your mind. It's kind of like driving in England when you drive on the right, you're so used to driving on the right side, and then you have to drive on the left side. It's something happens to your brain that causes a reworking or rewiring. So it's great to have him. He's, to see what he's going to say about all this fire energy that we have, right? Why are we doing a yagya during these heat of the summer? Lionsgate portal. Everybody's talking about the water and the cooling effects of water, and here we are, we're doing the fire. So it'll be interesting to see his perspective and hear the questions that are going to be asked. So
Yeah.
Please join us if you can.
I will say, based on my experience, and I love the water. I mean, I live in the water. The fire is one of the most powerful and fastest ways to transform. And, I've had personal yagyas done for me that were game changers. I mean, it was incredible. So, and they're quantum, and I even go back and listen to them because he sends you recordings when you do personal yagyas and just be in that vortex. So it's like that vortex exists infinitely, and you can tap into it at any time, which is so great. So yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. And
two of the main lineages in India. There are many lineages, of course, but I'm just going to speak about the main ones that I was dealing with in my stay in India. Was you have the Shiva lineage and the Krishna lineage. The Krishna is the devotion and the joy and the bhakti and the nurturing and the love and the ecstasy, and then, which is great, and we all have that. And then Shiva's about
kicking your ass.
we're gonna transform. You want to get there? You want to get there in this lifetime? Hang on to Shiva. Shiva will get you there in this lifetime. So
I'll say it's interesting because
there's an intensity there with Shiva that you don't get with the other lineages, right?
Yeah. Krishna would be probably, you would say, I would resonate more to because of the beauty and the music and all that. But Shiva's the one that I would say in the last 10 years has been the primary deity that has worked with me. And it's an intense, and I actually love Shiva. He's amazing. And I say he in the context, he's an an energy. But how I really got to know him was I got this book at a garage sale, and it was 1008 Names of Shiva. And I decided I was going to learn them. And so I sat at my puja table, and my phonetics, it's on Hindi, and I'm trying to understand it, and I would have the Hindi and then the thing. And I went into this altered state of consciousness, and thank goodness my children were at school. I blacked out, and my cleaning lady came in and found me laying on the floor in front of my puja table in this completely blissful state. And I had this whole experience with him. And most people fear Shiva. It's like Kali. I love that energy. And so he really worked with me of clearing out and aligning in my spiritual practice and my life, and burned through a lot of things. And it was, I mean, I was fine. There was nothing medically wrong with me. It just was this, I went somewhere else. It was the last time I ever attempted to recite 1008 Names of Shiva, because I'm not so sure what would happen to me this time. So, but I really love that energy and really love the Krishna energy. And I've been inviting the Krishna energy more into my life recently, just based on a lot of the energy that's happening right now in the world. It's that Shiva Kali energy and really intense. And to really invite the beauty and the play of just looking at flowers or listening to the birds and watching the sunset. So I invite you to be in that energy, and we will be in those energies as we go into the yagyas, which will be, it's more than just the yagyas. I mean, the Saturday night, what will happen is when you light 365 tea lights on a sacred mandala, a Sri Yantra, which we will all build together, and the priest will do the ceremony, and we light that for each day of your life for the sponsors. I mean, your name goes in the Sankalpa. It will be, I've never experienced it, so Michael has, so it'll be really, I'm pretty excited about that. So
If
yeah.
this is the same one, you just say yes to the pundit. You say they're like I don't want to say rock stars, but in India, they're the personification of God. So when they come to your house,
Very special.
everybody does bends over backwards and everything to worship them, and not worship them in a place like like we do in the East, but just to treat them as if God was in their house, right? And so you don't always know exactly what their what their intentions
And
are.
Buddic is so creative. He comes up with things, and somehow, and those of you that have been in our house doing Seva, like he'll say, I need a large yellow cloth, and I need 2 pillar candles, and 3 bags of green leaves. And literally somehow it manifests. Like it's like the magic, somehow somebody pulls a yellow cloth out of the cupboard, and so it's pretty fun to be part of. So
It's kind of fun when you're like a boy from Washington D.C., who's sports and football and mortgage banking, and then you get dropped into Varanasi, which is considered to be in the Indian Vedic philosophy. That's the birthplace of Shiva. They have a big temple called the Vishwanath Temple. It's one of the main temples in all of India, where people come, and everybody comes and worships Shiva, do Shiva Ratri and all these specific times. So you have all the Shivites that come in there, and all the time. It's a big, big, big pilgrimage, right? Right up the street is there's a big one for I forget, Buddha's up the street. And then of course your lineage of Vishnu. I was a Vishnu lineage, which is Krishna, Krishna. So you've got both of them residing in they're kind of going around, and they're kind of like, they're not competing, but it's weird because they look at you and they go, okay, how come you're not wearing a tilak or a tulsi mala? Tulsi mala would be a tulsi mala. All their things are like, they tell you whether they're a Vishnu or whether you're a Shiva, whether you're a Krishna or Shiva. So like if you forget to wear your tulsi, then somebody will
remind you.
You should wear your tulsi. Or if you're Shiva, you have a Rudraksha. So all these different things, you're kind of like, not sure if you're trying to integrate both, right? And yet you're learning from everybody there. So it's a very interesting place to be.
So we will honor, I look at it both sides of the brain. So we'll honor both sides of the brain and integrate. And I look at it as, feminine and masculine energy, not male, female, but the right and left hemisphere. So we're going to be working with both and integrating them and offering blessings for the planet and community and humanity and everything. So we are at 10:16. So
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything to say about the energies other than persevere. Keep on keeping on.
and nobody's immune to this. You're not going to escape it. So just breathe through it. Like it's like being out in the ocean and a wave's coming and you can't get into shore quick enough. You have no choice but to like kind of just go with, relax the body and ride the wave. That's just keep riding the waves because it's not going to be one. It's going to be one after another. And just when you think you mastered it, a bigger wave's going to come and it may knock you down and may tumble you around. It's going to be okay. So and lean into each other, really lean in with each other for support,
Lean into the divine too.
and the
You
divine.
really
Yeah.
kind of got to get into your heart and into your third eye and just really call in your guides for alignment and for opening of your heart and anchoring that so we can navigate these waters right now. So
Yeah. And use your tools, whether you have a puja with murtis or statues or light a candle every day or use crystals or andaras or whatever you work with, and you may work with multiple things. These tools now are here to help you, even if you just hold them in your hand.
you've developed the tools. You have the tools.
Mm-hmm.
It's like listening. Which one are you being called to use right now, right? And it may be different for each situation. So I like to stick with one thing, but it just keeps switching. It keeps switching. I keep like, oh, I want to do this one. Then here comes another one. So stay with it.
All righty. So let's everybody make sure you're muted. There we go.
Yeah. Is there anything to say before we get started? No, just follow along as much as you can. If these meditations are activations, so we are activating your light body, and when you can stay with it, you're activating your own light body and you're staying with it. And if you can't, that's okay too, because you've got your own little inner journey that your higher self is opening up for you to stay in. So one of the things I just want to preface is that we all stay in the awareness that we're not just in our individual, we're at a collective level. There's an orchestration happening. It seems like chaos. It seems like we're alone in this, and there's not. That's what we're purifying: the separation, the thinking the individuality, and what's coming into focus is the soul level, the ability to be an individual sovereign in our own energetic fields and yet be a part of the collective and be a part of the divine plan and the cosmic plan that's unfolding for us all. So hold into that and let's go. Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. It means victory to Krishna, victory to Christ, Christ consciousness, unity consciousness. Taking a deep breath into your heart. And hold. And every time we hold, we're charging, charging, charging. And then just gently exhale. And as you exhale, you're exhaling out into your subtle bodies, into your auric field, your cocoon or egg that's around you. Again, breathing in. Merging prana, life force, breath, heart. Charging, charging, and exhaling. Again, one more time, breathing into your heart. holding, charging, and feeling your heart now. Just feeling your heart. You're presencing your heart. You're presencing the energy field, and then exhaling. And as you presence and you kind of sink into your heart, you may notice that your spine, your Sushumna channel at the energetic level, is being activated. Mostly the lower chakras right now. It's kind of like there's a grounding energy. As you activate the heart, the energy is kind of filtering through the center point of your heart, out through the different chambers, or dimensions of your heart fields. And there's this flow of current or energy that's moving through the back of your heart, down through your spine. You may feel it moving through your solar plexus, or your root chakra, sacral chakra. Just kind of hook the energy down through your coccyx and bring it down into and presence your root chakra. And you may see or visualize your root chakra as a disc that's pointing downwards and upwards. So the center of it is kind of a vertical. And you may feel your heart is this front and back. So the center of gravity there is kind of like a horizontal. So you've got these two planes, energy coming in from your heart, filtering down through your spine, down into your root, charging up your root chakra. And that's what we're just doing right now. We're kind of allowing this interchange with our breath, breathing in and then exhaling down through our root. And see if you can feel or just visualize the petals of your root chakra. The disc kind of opens up, it charges up, and then the petals begin to flutter or open. You can even feel kind of a gentle sensation of spinning. And now that you're kind of connected and we've opened that up, start to breathe now just from your root chakra. What does that look like? You breathe up from the energy of the core of Mother Earth, breathing in, holding into your root, holding, charging, and then exhaling down. And visualize this white channel, which we call the Antakarana, between your root and the core of Mother Earth. And as you breathe up from the core of Mother Earth, you may feel her silver white plasma energy moving up through that tube into your root, charging, and then exhaling down through the tube into the heart of Mother Earth. And it's that tube that we're charging up right now. It's that connection to Mother Earth. Some people call it our thread of connection, but it's actually a consciousness. It's part of our 12th dimensional consciousness, the silver white platinum energy, the divine feminine energy. And you're working it through this, and you're magnetizing it through your root chakra down into the core, the consciousness of Mother Earth. Integrating your energetic field with the energetic field of Mother Earth. Good, it's pretty clear now, pretty vibrant, pretty open for the majority, for all of us here. Good. And continue to just kind of feel your root chakra. You may feel now that the back of your tailbone is opening up, what we call your tail, your energetic tail. If you can, just kind of breathe into the tailbone or tail area at the back of your spine, the coccyx. And then you can exhale through that. And as you exhale, you're kind of like pushing the energy, like you're pushing liquid through a straw. You're kind of like pushing the energy out through your energetic tail. For some of you, you may feel like it's a long tail. For some of you, you may feel it as just a nub. Some may even feel that it's just a disc. But we're activating this balancing and attuning part of our energetic field. You may even notice that your sacral chakra, the energy in your womb of creation, spinning more. You may even feel that kind of the ganglia at the back where the chakra meets your spine is active. And the energy is kind of moving up now into both your sacral chakra and your solar plexus and your heart. There's kind of this weaving action. You may feel this kind of like infinity back and forth kind of happening horizontally, but at the same time, vertically, all of your magnetized chakras are being magnetized to the consciousness of Mother Earth. Root, sacral, solar plexus, heart. And you may feel as you become more magnetized through your spine and this infinity going back and forth through the chakras themselves, left and right, you may start to feel a very small current or a very refined current. It's like a circular current that's moving upwards from the core of Mother Earth around the Antakarana. And it kind of comes up to the Earth Star chakra beneath your feet. You can kind of feel both the circular motion moving up through your legs, to your feet, to your ankles, to your knees, to your hips. And it kind of surrounds you all the way up into your heart field, even kind of moving up into your high heart. It's like you put on this electromagnetic sleeve of energy. You can kind of also activate it by almost like if you were to take your hands and just from your third eye, just kind of feel the energy of pulling that up from beneath your feet, like you're slipping on a pair of pants. Those overalls that kind of go all the way up to your high heart. And just kind of feel like yourself, like you're pulling the energy up around your heart, around your high heart. And then like the straps, just put the straps around your shoulders. And you kind of stepped into this silver white, but it's much more silky, like a silky overalls. It's not like the farmer's overalls. It's more like a very beautiful, elegant. There's an elegance, that's it, an elegance and a grace. Maybe you're noticing how your spine is active in communicating to this electromagnetic frequencies that are surrounding your auric field. You may even play a little bit. Just notice how your heart is kind of extending front and back out into this silvery white silky garment.
And just make sure that all of your chakras are kind of connected front and back into the silvery garment. We're going to do your solar plexus. Just bringing the solar plexus into your vision connects it. Do your sacral now. And with your root chakra, when you bring your root, you're just going to presence the expansion of that disc and lotus petals outwards. Take it all the way out so that it's surrounding your body and it moves into communication with the silver white silky garment flowing upwards through this tube cylinder from Mother Earth. Good. Now you should feel pretty good and anchored now. So you may even feel like you kind of dropped down into your pelvic floor or dropped into your coccyx. You may even feel that you opened up. It's a new, like a new current flowing through your antakarana. So you have this antakarana that's in the center, and then you have this silver white plasmic electromagnetic frequency around. Just take another deep breath now into your heart, just with the intention of allowing everything to integrate. So you kind of have a soft focus and holding it all. Allowing all the spinning to just kind of equilibrize. You may even feel your tailbone being attuned and a balancing happening through your energetic tail. You may even feel kind of some like slight contractions of your chakras, or the horizontal chakras have kind of filled out. You may feel them kind of contracting outwards, communicating to the field, strengthening, becoming more, I want to say dense, more defined. That's it. Now the energy is starting to flow. The Kundalini energy is starting to flow a little bit more. You may feel it kind of coming up through the Antakarana now. Very soft, very subtle energies, just kind of opening at the root chakra, opening at the base of your coccyx. And you may just kind of feel this thread of light kind of very gently moving up through the center of your Antakarana, Sushumna channel. Just allow it to weave up into your heart. And you kind of feel it kind of connecting at the bottom of your heart, at the back of your heart. Very good. It's already moved through your throat, through your medulla, and connected into your pineal. So you may feel the expansion of your pineal, the cave of Brahma at the center of your brain, your energetic brain. Good, good. And as that energy is flooding into your pineal gland, your crown chakras spinning and opening, it's almost like you opened up that chakra. And as it begins to spin, it's kind of spinning upwards through your crown. You're kind of creating this cylindrical spinning upwards, a spout. And as that's going upwards, it's kind of threading through and opening and becoming more enlivened. You're also feeling it move horizontally forward through the pineal and out into your Ajna chakra, third eye. I want you to bring your awareness down to your third eye. That's that center right inside of your forehead. And now we're going to concentrate your focus there. Pick a dot or a point. And like with laser beam precision, light it up and allow it to galvanize, coalesce. And you may feel your third eye becomes kind of like a disc, horizontal disc. You also may feel it like a sphere of white illuminated light. You may even start to breathe into it like there's a connection between the heart and your third eye. That divine masculine, divine feminine energies, the wisdom ray, the third eye with the love, the heart ray. And continue to hold your focus. It's like you're creating a field around your Ajna chakra to allow it to expand to its fullness. You may feel it's kind of stuck or not fully opening, fully becoming spherical. Just allow the light to disengage from density, from the third dimensional density. And continue to breathe into your third eye until the sphere becomes fully illuminated or the disc becomes defined. And then you'll notice the energies kind of start to funnel up through the top of your forehead and circle around your cranium. And you might feel like this connection, this arc from your third eye to your crown. That's it. And that arc will continue from the crown back to your back of your head, to your Bindu chakra, to your medulla oblongata chakra at the back, to your medulla oblongata, to your throat chakra, to your chin, just outside of your chin. You feel kind of coming through your chin as well, front of your nose. It's almost like there's two fields, one inside of the skull and one outside of the skull. And you've actually got two spheres within spheres, double spheres. There's one sphere with your third eye inside your forehead, and there's kind of one outside that contains the one inside your forehead. And then there's two spheres that are going around your whole head, from your soul star chakra above your head to your throat and heart. And then there's one that's inside of your head that holds your whole brain. And just see if you can passively hold the awareness of all four spheres. And there's also a sphere of your heart that's containing and holding and interacting with all of them. And you may feel as you breathe from your heart, you're breathing this plasmic light out into all four of those spheres, and the fifth sphere containing all of it, containing your auric field. Good. And what's happening now is as you're breathing in, you're kind of breathing in the energy from the core of Mother Earth. You're breathing it up through the cylinder, electromagnetic silver white cylinder, into your heart, holding and charging from your heart, and then you're exhaling into your third eye and into your crown, illuminating. And just continue to balance through your prana, through your breathing. In breath, you're anchoring through your lower spine, bringing energy into your heart, pulling it up from the earth through your spine into your heart. Charging, and then exhaling through your upper spine, all the chakras and chakra energetic fields, electromagnetic fields. You may feel some activity now at your medulla oblongata at the back of your brain. You may feel it as kind of a pulsing, a plasmic pulsing. You may feel some like a softness at the brain stem there. And you may notice, or you can visualize, there's a ray. There's actually 3 rays here. One ray is coming from the medulla oblongata into the whole brain sphere. Call this your whole brain or your genius consciousness. A lot of different names you could call this. Your plasma consciousness, your rainbow consciousness. But it affects your reasoning abilities. It's like your reasoning abilities of your mind all integrated as one. You may feel that going into the pineal, or you can make you feel it going into the crown of your center of your crown chakra. Just presence that. And then the second ray, then come to your medulla oblongata. There's a second ray that's going directly horizontally forward into your third eye, into your Ajna chakra. That's it. When you feel it connecting you, it's like your whole Ajna chakra lights up. Excellent. This is your center for willpower, divine will. Your ability to receive spiritual guidance and to connect to your spiritual self. You may feel your third eye is pulsing. You may even feel kind of like a shimmering, a shaking. It's kind of like so fast that the pulsing is super fast. And just notice how soothing it is just to feel the pulsing. You may even notice the pulsing in the brain or the crown. You may even feel the pulsing in your heart, the center of your heart. And that's the third ray from your medulla oblongata. There's this third ray that's coming, kind of shooting through your throat chakra down into your heart, into the core of your heart, into your feeling center, to your love center. And as you open up your center of your heart, you may even feel this energy coming in. It's like a being vacuumed in. It's like you're vacuuming, you're pulling in, you're magnetically pulling in this energy from source into your heart field, into your heart chakra. And you may feel your heart chakra being illuminated like spheres within spheres. If you were to take a cross section of your heart, you'd see it as circles within circles. but they're actually spheres within spheres. And see if now that you've kind of activated this heart's field, all these spheres, see how many you can delineate. Maybe there's more than one, maybe more than two that you can feel. You go a little deeper than just feeling what's there for you. Is it love? Is it peace? Is it just pure space, pure opened fullness? And if you feel like you're wobbling a little bit, then just pull the energy up from Mother Earth. Pull it through your garment, your overalls, around your shoulders, and just allow that energy to hold your heart field. Big expansion of your heart field right now. But it's in harmony with, in coordination with your willpower, your third eye, and your crown chakra, and your reasoning, divine reasoning. So if you can, maybe just hold all three together and feel the medulla oblongata informing, communicating, sending these beams of light into the center of all three of these vortexes. And as you breathe it in, you receive it into the center. Allow it to hold and inform your higher perceptor consciousness, and then exhale it back into the medulla oblongata. Practice that. Breathing into your higher sensory perceptors, the core of your chakras, from your medulla oblongata. Charging, and exhaling back into the medulla oblongata. One more time. Breathing into the chakras from the medulla oblongata. Holding and charging, and then exhaling back into the medulla oblongata. And now stay focused in the center of your medulla oblongata. You may feel like a fan, an energetic fan is open up. Behind your neck, behind your head. And that fan has its petals. And the petals are talking, communicating with your third eye and its fan at the center of your forehead. The crown and its 1,000-petal lotus fan that's kind of opened upwards and downwards. There's like a helmet around your brain. And then like a torch field above your frame, above your crown. And then this fan at your medulla oblongata that's holding all of them. And with your next breath, you're just pulling energy up from the core of Mother Earth into your heart. Feeling the energy swirling in the spheres outwards, till it reaches the outer periphery of your heart field, and then exhaling through the fan, your medulla oblongata, the back of your head, and expanding that fan as far as you can get it to expand. Just continue to breathe up through the core into your heart, and from the heart into the fan, until that fan becomes tangible to you, palpable. You may even feel kind of like a vortex in the center of that fan as your medulla oblongata, the back of your head, opening up, electromagnetically pulling energy through it, strengthening all of your auric fields and all of your higher sensory perceptive fields, your energetic fields. Excellent. Now, what I'm being shown right now is you may have to do this through your mind's eye. But if you can, stretch out your arms right and left. Perpendicular to your body, since you're kind of anchoring these energies that are coming up through Mother Earth, through your heart, through your silver white overalls, silky overalls. And they're going out through your arms. And your arms are like these cylinders of spiraling energy that you're just pouring out through your shoulders, through your elbows, through your wrists, through your hands and fingertips. It's like you have the power of plasma energy flowing through the cylinders of your arms. And as they connect through the heart and throat, you become more grounded in the energies of your third eye, crown, and medulla oblongata. Just become more, they generate a sphere that moves up to 3 feet above your head. All of them together, fed from the heart field, the feeling nature, the divine love. Creating this, you may feel it as a golden sun. Your throat all the way up to 3 feet above your head. This is what we call your galactic chakra. And if you can presence the center of that sun, center of that sphere, and just breathe a little bit, gently massaging, opening. Allowing this divine energies to rain down and circulate through the sphere. Almost as if you breathe into your heart, you're breathing energies down from this golden sphere above you into your heart. And as you exhale, you're pushing them down through your cylinder of light, all the way down through your roots, through the core, Mother Earth. You even feel them as kind of like contractions. You're breathing in, holding in your heart, charging, and then exhaling down through your onto Karana, around your silver white overalls, all the way down into the core of Mother Earth. And just feel that core fully illuminated, fully anchored, fully magnetized through your ability to descend these energies, through your breathing. And when you feel like you've got the flow fully open, this energy is descending from your crown, above your crown, all the way through your body, your auric field, down through the cylinder, all the way into the Mother Earth. Hold all, visualize the whole light body interaction as if it's all within you, your awareness, pure awareness. And just allow the energies to integrate. In this place of soft focus where you're holding all of the energetic around you, our oversoul just wants us to be aware of this activation between the medulla oblongata, the divine mind, reasoning power, the third eye, willpower, and heart feeling nature. All three of them in balance through the medulla activates your divine intuition. And you can activate your divine intuition by holding and activating all three of these centers throughout your day. One last breath into your heart. And as you hold into your heart now, you're just kind of bringing back all that you need to function in the third dimensional, fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional field, landing in your body, landing in your auric field, and continuing to drop into your bones, pelvic, your feet, your hands, your shoulders, and your spine, fully connected to your body now. Gently massaging your palms, opening them up, pulsing, your feet pulsing, heart pulsing, and slowly opening your eyes. Bringing your hands in namaste at your heart center, bowing to the divine guidance that you are. Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Namaste.